Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. Diddy accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old aspiring rapper. How is a child with his parents, and then the child gets asked to go into another room, slipped a soda, and then says, you got to do things you don't want to do sometimes? This is, I don't know what to say. This just came in. I don't know what to say. Jamie Foxx's non-response is a huge response. How all of a sudden did the feds lose all of the evidence in the Tory Lanez case? It's just gone. What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Tuesday morning. We made it through Monday. Congratulations. Still not the best day of the week, but hey, it's not a Monday. All right, I got a good show set up for you guys today. I got 4 lead stories. Diddy's gag order was rejected by the judge. Diddy's jail cell raided by feds. Evidence in Tory Lanez's case mysteriously disappears, and Tony Hinchcliffe gets backlash from the Donald Trump comments at his rally. In quick news, we're going to talk about TikTok, the Forbes list, Krishan Rock, Amber Rose, Jamie Foxx, and Amazon. We also have question of the day, and we're going to close out with a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right, we do have a breaking story that was not originally in our lineup, but Diddy accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old aspiring rapper in 2005. Prominent Houston lawyer Tony Busby has filed yet another lawsuit against Diddy, this time on behalf of a plaintiff who is accusing the music mogul of sexually assaulting him at just 10 years of age. According to Rolling Stone magazine, the new plaintiff is alleging Diddy drugged and R-worded him in a New York City hotel in 2005. The then 10-year-old plaintiff claims his parents accompanied him to a meeting with industry executives, including Diddy, which was supposed to advance his rap career. The suit claims the plaintiff was sent to a hotel room in which he was left alone with Diddy and was given soda that he believed was laced with drugs. After the plaintiff consumed the soda and began feeling its effects, Combs told the plaintiff to move close to him, which the plaintiff did, states the lawsuit. Combs then abruptly pushed the plaintiff down and said words to the effect of, "You have to do some stuff that you don't want to do sometimes." The suit claims that once Diddy had pushed the plaintiff down, he pulled his out of his pants and told the 10-year-old to do something to it. The plaintiff claims he suffered severe depression and anxiety as a result of the alleged incident. Wow. In fairness, let's read what Diddy's lawyers has said about this claim. Again, just want to make sure, to be fair, this is a civil suit, not a criminal suit. Diddy's lawyer responded and said, "The lawyer behind this lawsuit is interested in media attention rather than the truth, as is obvious of his constant press releases and 1-800 numbers." As we said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every new publicity stunt, even in response to claims that are fascistly ridiculous and demonstratively false. Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial system. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. So, I mean, I don't know what to say at this point, man. Like, we have talked about almost every Diddy case. You have the yin and the yang. Tony Busby, yet again, has another press conference coming out and saying, with another accuser, like he said that he would do, by the way. And this is more proof that he's not getting the money that he wants, because he said, we are going to try to attempt to settle these out of court. When we don't get anything settled, when people don't want to pay us, we will have press conferences and talk about it. So Tony's doing what he's doing. Diddy's lawyers are doing what Diddy's lawyers are paid to do. He is not guilty. We will prove his innocence. We cannot talk every single time, no matter how salacious, crazy you guys see that say this is not true. There is your yin and yang. You guys can comment below, send me emails. Most people have come to their judgment already with this Diddy case, in my opinion. But what do you guys make of this, man? It just sounds crazy at this point, man. Like, how is a child with his parents, and then the child gets asked to go into another room, slipped a soda, and then says, you know, you got to do things you don't want to do sometimes. And you're telling me the kid, like, hasn't gone back to his parents at that point, or maybe he did, and then Diddy paid them off? Like, I don't know, man. I'm literally getting a headache trying to, like, wrap my mind around these things. And like, I don't know, man. It's 20 years ago. Like, I don't know. You guys comment below. This is, I don't know what to say. This just came in. I don't know what to say. Comment below. You guys let me know what you think. Maybe we'll talk about it more tomorrow. And let's go on to our first lead story. Diddy's gag order request rejected by judge amid ongoing sex trafficking case. Sean Diddy Combs' efforts to block the government's leaks about his legal troubles has been denied. A New York judge recently rejected Diddy's request for a gag order designed to prevent officials from sharing details about his sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Friday, October 25th, the judge ruled against Diddy's proposal, but implemented a similar order requiring federal agents and investigators to follow laws prohibiting the leak of grand jury proceedings. This order isn't based on finding that there has been any wrongdoing thus far. The concern stems from Diddy's legal team accusing federal agents of leaking security footage earlier this year that shows Sean Diddy Combs hitting ex-girlfriend Cassie, claiming it was done to damage his reputation. However, federal authorities denied those allegations. As he awaits trial, Diddy remains in custody in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. All right, so what does all this mean? This is basically just a technicality. The judge is saying, all right, the feds are not allowed to leak anything to the public prior to the court date. Okay. From what we know now, the next court date will be May the 5th, or the trial will start May the 5th. But like the judge is saying, like, this is just common practice. The feds are not allowed at any time to leak any sort of information to the public prior to. A lot of people feel online like, oh my gosh, they're trying to protect Diddy. They don't want us to hear anything. We will know. We just won't know prior to the court case. This is a federal investigation, or this is a federal court case, so there'll be no cameras in the courtroom. That's why anytime you see Diddy, you see a drawing of him. If this was a state case, there would be cameras in the room. But because it's federal, there is no cameras allowed. I think that is stupid, but it is how it is, right? But anyways, make a long story short, we will still get all the information about Diddy's case. Don't you worry about that. Every day during the court proceedings, there is an audience. There will be reporters in the room. CNN will be there. ABC will be there. MSNBC. Everybody will be there. We will get all the details. All this judge is saying is that the feds are not allowed to give any information out prior. Now, how did CNN get that tape? Who knows? A lot of people think that, yes, the feds did give it to CNN to kind of persuade the public's opinion about Diddy, to sway potential jurors. If something like that does happen, that only just works out good for Diddy because he could ask for a mistrial, right? So we will see if we'll get some information out there. We will see if the feds maybe leak some stuff to some journalists or whatever. But I think the damage has already been done. Everybody pretty much has formed their opinion about Diddy. And I don't think that we will get any more information before May the 5th. Like I said, the damage has already been done. I think really the investigation should be like, who let out that tape? You know what I mean? That's way more important than anything that's coming out. But just end the speculation out there. This gag order, it's not the feds or people or the judge or something trying to protect Diddy. This is normal proceedings. This is nothing new. We will get the information as the jury gets it. That's how you should look at it. No information will be given out about Diddy's case, the indictment, etc., until the jury sees it, to avoid any leaks prior to the trial. That's all this is saying. All right, in our second lead story, interagency operation launched at NYC detention center that is housing Diddy amid raising scrutiny over bad conditions. All right, a lot of people are not believing this online. Neither do I. I feel like there's something else going on and they're just trying to say, oh, this is just normal practice. But let me read the article to you and then we'll talk about it after, right? The feds are making some serious moves at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where none other than Sean Diddy Combs is currently locked up. Monday, investigators from multiple federal agencies kicked off an interagency operation aimed at tackling the escalating issues plagued at the Trouble facility. The jail has been under fire for some time now, facing intense scrutiny over horrific living conditions, rampant violence, along with a string of fatalities that have left many concerned, ABC News reports. The Justice Department and Bureau of Prisons are under pressure to sort out some issues and holding those responsible accountable rather than sweeping these issues under the rug. Inmates at the Brooklyn lockup have been sounding off about the chaos inside for a while now, between the violence, conditions, and staff shortages. There's also been complaints about drugs and contraband sneaking in, sometimes with the help of those sworn to protect them. Others complain that they're stuck in their cell, unable to make calls, take showers, or even get exercise, all while lockdowns become a regular part of their reality. As the Bureau of Prisoners stated Monday, the feds, including the Inspector General's office, descended on MDC with a clear mission designed to achieve our shared goal of maintaining a safe environment for both our employees and the incarcerated individuals housed at MDC Brooklyn. All right, so a lot of speculation going online about this. We have heard for months about there being problems at MDC, right? Before Diddy got there, they said that there was a lot of complaints. When he got there and after, why all of a sudden now, do multiple agencies all of a sudden need to go into the place where Diddy is at? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I feel like there's something else going on. I don't know if Diddy had something there. They caught him there doing something. They needed to speak. There is something going on. I'm sure you guys are going to speculate or sound off in the comment section below or send me emails, but there's something going on. It said, and I just want to repeat and make it clear, it said interagency operation. That means multiple agencies all of a sudden need to swarm in and do something at the correctional facility where Diddy is housed. That there's something else going on. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. What's going on? They found something. Diddy is up to something. Like there's something going on. I'm sure we'll hear in a couple of, days from now. We had the leaked tapes from his phone, from his jail last week that happened. Something, and maybe it's that. Maybe it's the leaked phone calls. And now that's probably what I just literally figured it out right now. We got the leaked phone calls last week. All of a sudden, now these interagencies are like, yo, we need to clean up. We need to fix up. No, they probably need to fix up those phone lines. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% probably what it is. Anyways, y'all sound off below. Let me know why you think all these multiple agencies, all of a sudden, after months of saying, or years actually, of saying how bad this place is, all of a sudden now they need to go where Diddy's at. I don't know. Y'all tell me. All right, in our third lead story, this is a Tory Lanez update, by the way. In a new writ of habeas corpus, it's been discovered that the weapon, the fragments, fingerprints, and shells from the weapon are no longer available for Tory to prove his innocence, which is a violation of his constitutional rights. All right. It has been revealed that crucial evidence, including the weapon, fragments, fingerprints, and shells, has mysteriously been unavailable for re-examination as Tory attempts to establish his innocence. This development raises serious concerns about the violation of his constitutional rights. All right, big story developing. We talked about this. I think it was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday's podcast, 361. Where over the weekend, there was a big development in Tory Lanez appellate trial where, well, first of all, a lot of people thought that he was been found innocent. We debunked that yesterday. It just means that an appellate court will hear his case. So once again, like we told you guys yesterday, he's not been found innocent. He will not be let go. The appellate court will hear his case, which is still a win. But another now big development is that as he is going into this appellate court to try to prove his innocence, all of a sudden, the fingerprints, the weapon, the casings, all of that stuff is just no longer available. And like we read in the article, that is a violation of his constitutional rights. The police are supposed to keep all that evidence. It's got to be for years, but definitely until all appeals are exhausted. I would think you have to keep that forever almost, right? And especially in a case this public, where has these things been placed? Why has it been misplaced? How has it been just all of a sudden vanished? To me, that should automatically be disqualified and he should automatically win his appellate case. Now, I am not a lawyer, and a lot of you tell me in the comment section, Trent, who are you to be talking on legal cases? But for me, it is literally just common sense of, hey, I have a right to a presumption of innocence. You go to trial. If you get found guilty, you get to appeal that case. And if you appeal your case to prove your innocence and all of the evidence that was there to convict me is no longer available, then how do I have a right to appeal? To me, this should automatically say that Tory Lanez is innocent. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what you think below. We'll reach out to Megan. I didn't even think to be asking her. I'm sure she's probably going to be covering this, but we'll reach out to Megan. I'll let you guys know on tomorrow's show what more we find out. But to me, this is major news and a major development in the Tory Lanez case. And I think we'll probably hear in a couple of days that he might even be let out, because where is the evidence? We'll find out more and we'll let y'all know tomorrow. All right, in our fourth lead story, comedian Tony Hinchcliffe faces backlash for racist watermelon joke at Trump rally, also called Puerto Rican an island of garbage. All right, I'm sure most of you have heard of this by now. For those of you who haven't, I'll play a little clip and read you the details. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I know I have very opposing audience. I have a lot of Trump supporters and a lot of Kamala Harris supporters. Hey, the world's very divided right now. I got you. But I really want to know what you Trump supporters think about this. For the first time, I think maybe ever, the Trump campaign has come and denounced something that has happened. And they said that they are separating themselves from Tony's comments. The Trump campaign never does that. From what I know now, as of this time right now, Donald Trump hasn't come out and said anything, but this is big news, and everybody is saying that Trump might actually lose the campaign for this. He might lose the race because of this. I just really wanted to put this in here. You guys know I try not to talk about politics too much, but I want to know from you Trump supporters, what do you guys think about this? And regardless of what you think about it, do you think this could cost Donald Trump the election? We'll play the clip and then we'll give you guys a little bit more detail. Here it is.
There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Tony Hinchcliffe is under fire after making racial jokes at a recent Trump rally held at Madison Square Garden. While addressing the crowd, he pointed out a black rally goer and remarked, "That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome." This comment sparked outrage, with many condemning his casual racism. In another controversial moment, he referred to Puerto Rico as an island of garbage, saying there's a lot going on. I don't know if you guys know, but there is literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean. I think it's called Puerto Rico. So again, like I said, just want to take a debate here. Send me an email, trentoutloud@cfqr600.com. Comment below, send me a DM, however you want to take it. We just want to poll here. And no, two things. Do you think that this is just a joke? Hey, Tony's a comedian. He's clearly a comedian. He was out there making jokes. This is all in good fun. Or do you believe these comments were racist and you are denouncing Tony? Second question is, do you think that this will hurt former President Trump's election run? I'm not going to tell you guys what I think. I want you guys to comment below, and maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. TikTok will be officially banned in the United States as of January 19th, 2025. All right, this is bubbling online a little because I think most of y'all have forgotten that TikTok, it's near its end. I mean, it's close to maybe 90 days, 100 days away. We did talk about this months ago when it first happened. I think it was probably last January when the court system ruled that they were giving TikTok 1 year to sell their division to somebody in the US so that all of our data is not housed in China. And it looks like TikTok is not breaking. They're not selling that part off to somebody who's American. And it looks like TikTok is going to be gone. What do y'all think out there? A lot of people are saying that TikTok won't be really missed. Everybody is going to just, come back to Facebook or come back to Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Hey, that works out good for me because I'm not really that big on Instagram. So come back over to YouTube, y'all. But do you guys think that that TikTok will make a last minute sale or what's going on? But just wanted to remind you guys, TikTok is 90 to 100 days away from no longer being available in the US. All right, in our second quick story, talking about content creators, Forbes magazine has released its top creators of 2024. Shout out to my content creators. Bam, 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 bam. Being an influencer and content creator has earned some of your favorites tons of money. Before the year wraps up, Forbes created a list of their top 50 creators as the content creator space continues to expand. This year's list, which include creators such as Drewski, Kai Sana, Flange Johnson, and more, earned almost $720 million over the last 12 months. According to Forbes, Sachs predicts that the number will increase to nearly $500 billion by 2027. Yeah, if y'all know why I do a podcast every day, these are the reasons, my friend. Content creators are the future of entertainment, the future of your news and everything. We're at close to $1 billion now. Sachs predicts $500 billion in the next 2 years. Anyways, I'll tell you guys a couple of people who are on the list. Kwambi Lame, that's the guy who just never talks. He made it number 10. Drewski was number 11. Sorry. Kwambi made $20 million. Drewski was number 11, making $12 million. Yo, I didn't know Drewski was bringing in that kind of funds, man. That's crazy. Marquise Brown Lee, $10 million. He came in number 17. He's the one who does all the computer and tech reviews. Love him. Kai Sana, my boy Kai. Kai came in number 24 with 8.5 million. Flange Johnson came in at 7 million. Nara Smith came in at 6.5 million. Moet Michelle came in with 8 million. Jordan the Stallion came in at 4.5 million. I can't believe this, man. He is heavy on TikTok and Instagram. I wonder what's going to happen to him when TikTok is gone. And Drea Knows Best came in at 2 million. So shout out to all my content creators. Y'all are very inspiring, and I hope to make the list of, even if it's the top Canadian content creators on YouTube, man. Anyways, shout out to my content creators. All right, in our fourth quick story, Amber Rose admits that Beyoncé did not steal her speech. She says, "I was literally trolling." Yo, just Amber Rose, man. Recently, Beyonce and Kelly Rowland popped out in support of VP Kamala Harris at her rally in Houston. Both women gave speeches encouraging the crowd to get out and vote. Amber Rose stepped in the shade room and commented, "She wanted to be me so badly. Literally took my whole speech referring to Beyonce. Now Amber says she was just joking." So we put this out, I think it was yesterday or Friday. It actually had to have been yesterday because the rally was on Friday. Beyonce said, "I'm here as a mother." Amber Rose had said something similar to that. And people literally started dragging Amber for saying that Beyonce wants to be like her. In something that's rare, I'm going to say I believe Amber Rose, because I never believed that Amber Rose actually ever thought that Beyonce was trying to copy her. So her saying, "Beyonce is trying to copy me, Beyonce wants to be like me," was clearly a troll, because as crazy as Amber Rose is, she's not crazy enough to think that Beyonce wants to be her. So this was clearly a troll. It worked. She got all the attention. She got on my podcast, a bunch of everyone's podcasts, people dragging her. And that's what trolls do. They say things to troll people, to get people to talk about them, that go viral. And like I just read on a content creators list, the more viral, the more impressions, the more money that they could demand from advertisers. So it worked, and it even worked on me. So shout out to Amber Rose. More importantly, we all know, and Amber Rose knows, that Beyonce doesn't want to be at all like Amber Rose. All right, our fifth quick story. Jamie Foxx responds to rumors circulating that he allegedly said that Diddy drugged him and sent him to the hospital last year. All right, we have reported on this multiple times. This is actually just bubbling up in the media. Some mainstream media's outlets are taking it up. We talked about this like 2-3 weeks ago. So shout out to the Trent Out Loud Podcast for being first, or one of the first. But yeah, like I said, we talked about this a bunch of times. This is Jamie Foxx's Netflix special where he alleges that Diddy drugged him, and he is the reason why Diddy is locked up, because he called the feds. We still don't know if this is a joke. We don't know. It's a comedy special. There has been so many rumors about this. People are trying to find out if it's true or if it was just a joke. I think it's just Jamie trying to promote his comedy special, because everyone's going to be talking about it, because anytime you say Diddy anywhere now, people are going to click, people are interested in it. So this is Jamie, again, trolling us, just like what I talked about with Amber. And here's further proof, because somebody rolled up to him at a gas station, and he clearly just wanted to just kind of egg on the conversation. Take a listen.
Hey Jamie, how are you, buddy? Hey, I have a question for you about this whole P. Diddy thing. I wonder if you could just clear it up for the fans. And
God bless you.
Jamie's trolling us, y'all. He is trolling us. It's going to work, because we're all going to tune into the Netflix special. So shout out to Jamie. All right, in our sixth quick story, Amazon is giving Wayne his flowers. Lil Wayne his flowers. Amazon Music will be live streaming Lil Weezy Fest 2024. Sorry, November the 2nd, 2024. They heard the people's halftime request and they answered. All right, so this is, just in response to all the backlash that Jayz was getting for not putting Lil Wayne in the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show, which I'm so tired of talking about. We have talked about it the minute it broke and people started talking about it. I'm one of those people who do think that because it's in New Orleans, that Lil Wayne should have got his shot. But there's a lot of people who don't think so. There's a lot of people who think Kendrick Lamar deserves it. I'm tired of talking about it. However, I do love that Amazon is giving Wayne a chance to showcase his Weezy Fest in New Orleans. So this is going to be kind of like a preview of what we would have seen at the Super Bowl halftime performance. A lot of people that agree with Jay-Z not putting Lil Wayne on said, Jay-Z, that Lil Wayne is always high. He's not a good performer or whatever. I'm sure this put the battery in Wayne's back, and I guarantee you he is going to give an amazing performance. It's going to be all over online because it's going to get all clipped up. And people are going to be like, yo, Jay-Z made a huge mistake. I'm predicting it right now. So the concert is November the 2nd. November the 2nd at night. Go onto your social media or on November the 3rd, and you're going to see Lil Wayne everywhere. And you're going to see it trending that Lil Wayne should have made the halftime Super Bowl performance. So it remains to be seen if I'm right, but trust me, I am. All right, this brings us to question of the day. All right, I love this question actually. What's hard about dating you? I love when we have questions that got to make you guys really be honest with yourselves, right? The first person said, nothing, I'm perfect, bye. Yo, I literally just was like, yo, you got to dig deep and be honest. And the first answer was like, no, I'm perfect. Somebody said, it's hard dating me because I don't have edges. What? Okay. Depp Glizzy said, I'm real and honest and people can't handle that. Okay. I feel you because I'm the same way. Although I haven't met much resistance, I feel like a lot of females actually appreciate the fact that I'm real and honest. And I think maybe this is a girl saying that. So anyways, Lowkey 82 said, I'm a crybaby princess. Hey, that is being honest. I like that answer. Another person said, if you breathe wrong, I'm breaking up with you. I like the realness. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you have a very low tolerance. I like that. Keep it honest. TY Bank 77 said, I'm not easy to fool. You're gonna find somebody else. You gotta find somebody else to play with. I like that. Only one Audrey said, I overthink and have trust issues. You see, this is therapy, y'all. Y'all are being honest with yourselves. I love this. Tia 82 said, intuition is my best friend and she tells me everything I need to know. Not really saying anything bad about you. That's kind of you flaunting, but all right. Somebody said, I will never need you. Again, you're just trying to big up yourself. That's not really being honest. All right, this is good, I think. An overthinker and I love too hard. Very good answer. I like that. Somebody else said, I don't know how to let things go. Yo, I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm proud. I like this. All right, I'll read two more. I want to be in your skin when I really, really fall for you. And the last person says, if I leave, there's a high chance you may not find somebody as real as me. All right, don't try to be cute now. Really good answers. Get your answers into me. Comment below. Comment below. What is hard about dating you? Try to be honest or try to be funny, but try to be honest. What are the bad things about you that is hard for people to date you? All right, this brings us to sports news. Dwyane Wade shows off the process of his Miami Heat statue. All right, so I'm going to put up a little picture here beside me for those of you who are not on YouTube or Spotify to see this. I'll describe it to you. Actually, let me backtrack. For those of you who might not know, Dwyane Wade. Did I call him Lil Wayne before? Anyways, Dwyane Wade, all right, Miami Heat NBA player. So Dwyane Wade had his statue revealed over the weekend, and people were literally dragging him and whoever made the statue of how horrible the statue was, right? I even actually have a little clip of him walking up to the statue where he looks like very unhappy with the statue. I'll play that clip. But what the story is now that I'm reporting to you guys is that Dwyane Wade played a part in the process of making the damn statue. I literally have a picture up beside me right now of Dwyane Wade crouching down and his face is beside the statue's face. So Dwyane Wade knew the whole entire time what the statue was going to look like. So why does he have that shocked look on his face like it wasn't so nice? Like, I really don't get it. The statue, in my opinion, is horrible. They deserve all the backlash they're getting. It's an action shot of him like celebrating. I actually saw a clip of the actual score. He makes like a 3-pointer and then he runs onto a desk or something. I think it's the scorekeeper's desk, and he's like pointing down, like, yeah. And that is a statue should never be an action of your face because you're never going to be able to capture the emotions. Anyways, the statue is horrible, but we shouldn't drag anybody else but Dwyane Wade because he played a part in making the statue. So anyways, I just thought that was hilarious. Anyways, that is my Tuesday show. Thank you very much for kicking with me. Before I let you go, just want to remind you of all the ways to stay up with the Trent Out Loud podcast. If you're watching this show on YouTube or on podcast platforms, please try to check me out on CFQR600.com or 600 AM on your radio if you're in the Montreal area from 11 to 12. We do play the Trent Out Loud podcast, but we mix in hip hop and R&B, 90s, 2000 hip hop and R&B. It's a great hour. It's a great way for you to get your entertainment and viral news. Vice versa, if you're used to listening to the Trent Out Loud podcast on CFQR 600 and you can't always catch the show from 11 to 12, don't worry. We have 3 ways for you to keep up with the show. One, on CFQR600.com, there is a little link that you could press that says listen again. You click that link and you'll see all my podcasts right there. You obviously could watch us on YouTube and podcast platforms. Just go to your desired site, type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. Lastly, Spotify now supports video. So yes, you can watch us on YouTube, but Spotify also has video. Lastly, you can follow me on any social platform. It's always the same handle, Trent Out Loud. Don't forget to follow the media company, Exclucity Media, on Instagram. And for those of you who are listening on CFQR, do not touch that dial. My homeboy, Don Smooth, is coming up next with the midday mix from 12 to 1. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. It's hump day. I know we're not close to the weekend yet, but like we're kind of almost there, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace.